Hi, this is Cecilia Verdin. I'm going to be doing Lab 2. So let's start by creating a new project. Lab 2. Okay, so let's make a comment. This is question 1. Personal information. Okay, so we want to prompt the user to enter the following personal information: full name, address, date of birth, and phone number. Okay, so for first, to allow the user to prompt their information, I want to call the scanner from Java library. Java, import Java util scanner. Okay. Public class, that's our name. Public static void main is publicly accessible. The program. Now we can define our variables. So string full name, string address. Let's make this organized. And we chose the class string because we're gonna be containing the string literals. String date of birth, string phone number. Okay, now that that's done, we can call the scanner object. So scanner keyboard equals new scanner, and it's going to be system in. That's going to allow us to let the user print their information in. Okay, now the user prompts system out print what is your full name, and then we're gonna bring down that variable down here. Full name equals keyboard next, and it's a string, so it's gonna be line. And then we're gonna just continue with the address, date of birth, and phone number. And this was gonna hold the user answers that we're gonna need. Keyboard, okay, address, keyboard, and the same as a string, so we're gonna put line, and then system dot print what is your date of birth. Question mark, date of birth. Keyboard, next line. What is your phone number? And the statement is gonna be phone number equals keyboard. Next one. Okay, now that's gonna hold the user's answers. Now we can display their message with the prompts. Okay, so it's gonna be system out print line. Okay, your full name is full name. That's the variable that we have here. And then for the end, now line, your name, period. And then it's asking us also to have it in a separate line, each of the sentences. So it's backslash n for new line, and your address is address, and then the same period backslash new line. Your date of birth is date of birth, date of birth. Okay. Period to that sentence, backslash new line. Your phone number is, and then it's gonna prompt it. Phone number, okay. Phone number. Okay, let's see if it gives us our output. Okay, so it's successful, but it's not showing the prompts. Let's see. Let's just say this goes to dashboard. Okay, let's run this. Okay, there we go. What is your full name? Says what's your address? Just put Lane Drive. What's your date of birth? 10/10/1999. What's your phone number? Just put a fake one. And it appears here. Okay, so question 1 successful. Now let's move on to question 2. Okay, so now we're gonna start with question 2, and it's asking us for a donut recipe calculator. Okay, so for 15 donuts, it holds 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of butter, and 2 cups of flour. Now we need to make a program that prompts the user for the number of donuts they want to make. And then the program will calculate it and then display how many cups of each ingredient they need. Okay. So let's make a comment here. Question number 2, donut recipe calculator. And first of all, since it requires the user prompts, we're gonna call for the scanner. So it's import Java title scanner. So it's gonna create a scanner class from the Java library. Okay, here for 15 donuts. Okay, so first is 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, and 1 cup of butter makes 15 donuts. Okay, so now that we have them down, now we can make our variables. So it's public class lab2, public static void main. That's our main method. Okay, so this is our constants. So let's make final, which will create our variables right now, constant variables, double, because we are talking about measurements, so there will be like decimals. Flour equals 2 cups, final, double, sugar equals 2 cups, then final double butter equals 1 cup. And then also we need to put the donuts variable, because we're gonna have to create the donuts that we want. And then we're gonna have to divide it and then multiply it. Okay, donuts equals 15. Okay, now we're gonna get the scanner object. Scanner keyboard, that's gonna allow the user to type in. Scanner keyboard, new scanner, system.in. Okay, now we're gonna have to make a prompt that the user is gonna type in how many donuts they want to make. So we're gonna put system out print how many donuts do you wish to make? Okay, and then integer, because this is gonna be a new variable that we're gonna call donuts wanted equals keyboard. Okay, next integer. Okay, user prompt. Then it's gonna be the scanner object. There's gonna be the recipe. Okay, now we can make the calculations. The calculations with the new depending on how many donuts they put in. So we're gonna put double flour needed. Okay. Flour needed. And then that's gonna be okay. We need to calculate our flour divided by the donuts, the original donuts, which is 15. Okay. double flour needed equals flour, the original flour, divided with the donuts. Now we're gonna have to multiply what the donuts wanted. There we go. And we're gonna do the same operation with the sugar and butter. Sugar needed equals sugar, donuts, and then we're gonna multiply with the donuts. Wanted double butter needed equals butter divided by donuts. Then let's multiply with the donut. Wanted. Okay. So that should give us how many measurements that we need of each ingredient. Now let's display their answer. Okay, so it's gonna be system out, print. This is the following ingredients needed for donuts. Let's put donuts wanted to be more clear. Okay, that's the following ingredients needed for, let's say 15 donuts. Okay, then space donuts. And then we're gonna make a new line with indentation. And let's just put flour needed, cups of flour. Backslash T and then new line. And then we're gonna put the sugar needed. Cups of sugar. Okay. So now just make it neat. Sugar needed, butter. Okay, so it's this. Oops. Then butter needed. Cups of butter. And now let's try to run it. Let's close this and then let's save it. And then let's open it. Let's run it. Okay, let's Okay, so it works. Now we can type in the stuff that we need. Okay, so it's gonna be tab backslash new line. You will need flour needed. Flour needed. It's gonna be flour needed. Cups of flour. Plus okay, sugar needed is gonna be you will need butter needed. There's gonna be slab C, slab N. You will need um so this one was actually you would need the cups of sugar, and this one was backslash and you will need butter needed cups of butter. Okay, so let's see how it runs. Okay, how many donuts do you wish to make? I wish to make 30 donuts. Okay. It doesn't want to appear. Let's try again. Okay. Let's just open it again to see. Okay, let's close it and let's try again. Okay, now it appears. Okay, now the user can write it and it's gonna appear here. Yep, everything looks good. Let's just run it again to make sure. Okay, how many donuts do you wish to make? 90 donuts. And this is the output. Okay, that's for question 2. Okay, now I'm gonna make the now I'm gonna do question 3. Let me just comment here, question 3, which is the volume of a cuboid. Okay, so the volume equals length times width times height. Yeah, height. Okay, so first we need to import the Java util scanner to let the user put in the area, the width and the length. I mean the length, width and height. Excuse me. Okay, so he's okay. So let's just make a comment that volume equals length times width times height. Okay, now we can make we can start our code down here. Okay, first we need to declare our variables, so integer length, integer width, then integer height, and then we gonna have to call the scanner class. We're gonna make the object keyboard equals new scanner system and okay, now that we have the object created, now we can prompt the user. Can now input their values. So it's gonna be system and print enter the length and that's gonna be the length equals keyboard next, and it's the integer, so it's gonna be ent and the same as the width and the height. Enter the width. Next integer. This was supposed to be out, excuse me. Enter the keyboard next integer. Okay, now we can put the calculation. So volume will be length times width times height. Height. Okay. In the statement, now we can display the answer. So it's gonna be system out print line. The answer is let's just put the volume is let's see. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, so that's the previous class. Okay, let's close this and then let's open it. And that's the question 3, the volume. Let's test it. Let's see. Okay. The variable volume. So here. Okay, we forgot to decrement, so it's gonna be volume. And now is in there. It should be work. Okay, we declared the volume, so it should work right now. Let's try again. Okay, and the length, the width. Okay, it works. So that's the question number 3, the volume of a cuboid. Okay, so I'm gonna start with question number 4. So let's make a comment here. Question number 4, which is arithmetic operations with 2 values. So first of all, since the user is gonna input the desired values, we're gonna import the scanner class, import Java util scanner, and then that's the public class, the static void. Okay, now we're gonna need to declare our variables. So integer, since we're dealing with numbers, whole numbers. So let's call the value number 1, integer number 2. And then we need to, we're gonna make the values do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we're gonna have to do that. Addition, subtraction, integer multiplication, and then since that's a division, we're gonna put double division. Okay, now we're gonna create the object, scanner keyboard, to allow the user type in their values. New Okay, so we're gonna make them type in their first value. Enter your first value. And that's gonna be number 1 equals integer. Okay. System. Then enter your second value. Number 2. Keyboard. Next is an integer that we're dealing with right now. Okay, now that they have entered, user will enter their values. Now we can do the math operations. So first let's start with addition, which will be number 1 plus number 2. And then subtraction equals number 1 minus number 2. And then multiplication will equals number 1 times number 2, semicolon. Division gonna equal number 1 divided by number 2. Okay, now we can display the message, display their answers. So it's gonna be system out. Your values were your numbers were tab new. The following will be different operations. So it's gonna be typed out plus addition will be and then tab new backslash tag backslash new line, and then it's gonna be subtraction subtraction. Then we're gonna put again backslash and with division, and then we can now close it. Let's run this. Let's close this. Then let's run it. Okay, so the first value that we want is 2. Second value will be 2. And the addition is going to be 4. Multiplication, division. Yep. Okay, but your numbers were 2, 2. We forgot to put backslash t and backslash n. So let's put it like this. Let's run this. 2 and then 3. Okay, it's not appearing. Let's close this again. Let's try it. Okay, 2 and 2. So here is let's try this. Okay. It should work now. Okay, enter your first value. Okay, there it goes. So enter the first value. We enter 2 and 2. Your numbers were 2 and 2. The following will be different math operations. So here it is. Addition is 4, subtraction is 0, multiplication is 4, and division is 1. Okay, it works. Thank you for watching. Bye.